So today we're going to talk about ethics. It's something that we need to discuss since this is a branch of philosophy that determines what is wrong and right. That is it. What is wrong, what is right, and how you determine that. Okay, so for example, if a person entered a house and because at a specific time the person already know that this person is going to leave the house, and then suddenly when he comes, the person is unconscious. He breaking the glass to enter the house to rob the person, save the person, because the person was lying down and unconscious because of a gas leak. So is the thief that tried to enter the house, breaking the glass, is wrong or right? So this is what we call ethics. Okay. So moral and ethics are actually related. Okay. So because this is an introductory classes, so when the next class we will discuss what is moral and what is ethics and how they are not for sale. Okay. What is moral? Moral is something that are facts. It's believed to be like scientific facts, meaning it's not something that is subjective. Okay, for people to believe certain moral, meaning they believe that it's not subjective. Okay, because okay, so it's only true or false. So for example, some religion believe that sex before marriage is wrong. Some people will argue that it's relative, but the people who are in that religion will say no, it's not relative, it's wrong. Okay, so is it testable and falsifiable, meaning you can test it, or it's false? So let's see. So the grounding problem of ethics is the search for a foundation for our moral beliefs, sometimes solid, would make them true in a way that it's clear, objective, and unmoving. So, meaning for us, if you believe in something, for example, if you believe sex before marriage is wrong, you already have that foundation. So, it's true to you. It's very clear. It's objective and it cannot be moved. Okay? So, and then we have moral anti-realism. A belief that moral propositions do not refer to objective features of the world at all. There are no moral facts. Okay. So, there is moral and there is anti-moral realism. Meaning, moral is subjective. Because you, for example, subscribe to certain religion, this is why you believe in certain notion. Okay? So for people who don't believe in that religion, that moral is not true. Okay, and then we have meta ethics. So they have moral, which is moral fact. We have moral absolutism. So it's very absolute. You can judge it based on certain things. Okay? And then we have moral relativism. More than one moral position on a given topic can be correct. For example, for a person who subscribes to certain religion, certain moral is correct. For a person who don't subscribe to certain religion, certain moral might not be correct. Okay? And then we have cultural relativism. It's almost similar to relativism, moral relativism. So moral fact differ from culture to culture. Okay, like I said, certain culture believe this way, certain culture believe this way, certain culture believe showing hair is the mark. Showing hair is not, a woman can't show hair, for example. And certain culture find it to be very absurd. So it depends. Okay, and then we have anti-realism. There are no moral facts. Most statements can be true and false, right or wrong, but they refer to only people's attitude rather than their action. So that's all. We will continue in the second video. So the next part is after you studied moral, we're going to decide how morals is related to civilization. Okay, for example, in the Arabic language, moral is known as madana or hadara, meaning to civilize, to settle down. It's something opposite of badawa or nomadism. So because the Bedouins or the Arabs, Bedouin, they are nomads. Nomads means they travel from place to place. Okay, so in the Tamil language it means naka rikam, and then we have Wang Ming. Ming means bright, light. So civilization brings light. And then nakarikam means a city, and then symbolic of the god Siva. It's like Ikam is developing city. Tradition-wise, taught clear understanding, or meaning to talk nicely to people, showing that you're civilized. And then we have Juji, Zaidan, Darcy Ribeiro, Will Dioran, Civitas, okay, developing and civilizing. Spiritual, material, so progress, creation for fun, make life easy, so all these things. Okay, material elements in it, it has material elements in it, system of value and ethics, and then it's just the spiritual elements of it. Okay, there are 5 key elements of civilization. There is centralized government. You need to have a government, an operating government. And then you have organized religion, job specialization, and social classes. Meaning organized religion meaning there is a religion. There are civilization that are found which do not have any castle. Okay, but we have yet to found any civilization that did not subscribe to any religion. So religion is the important factors, because human being trying to make sense of things, so they need to make sense of natural disasters, the rain, the sun coming out, so they need some sort of religion. And then job specialization, social classes, and then we have arts, architecture, and infrastructure, and also writing. Okay, so relation between religion and civilization. Okay, so there is civilization we separate the religion from life, the contemporary civilization of the West, which is secularism. So, and there are civilization that actually collects various religion as a worldview of human. The civilization of Islam, India, and China, for example, collects all the religion as human worldview. Okay, so the difference between civilization and nation. Civilization can exceed geographical limits, meaning you can be here in Southeast Asia and be exposed to, for example, Western civilization, or Islamic civilization, or Chinese civilization, or Indian civilization. And a nation, something that is limited by a geographical area. Okay, so and a particular culture. For example, the Malay have their own tradition, the Arabs have their own tradition. These are separated. Okay, relationship between civilization and ethics. No civilization will exist without religion. Okay, so because most civilization derive their ethical standards through the authority of religion. So this is actually the foundation of these two. These are the relationship of these two parts. Okay, so please do the exercise I told you to do, and I'll see you again next week. Okay, goodbye. Hai, selamat pagi. Hari ni kita jumpa lagi dalam kelas ethics kita. So the ethics ni a class where there is no wrong answers except for when you have exam. But then we don't have exam, so kita boleh enjoy sikit kelas ni. Okay, so our next, kita akan belajar, we are going to learn 2 things, 2 benda, iaitu deontological dengan teleological. So benda ni PowerPoint dia ada. Siapa yang hari tu tak dapat video sebab kamera I rosak, hari ni kita dah video, I akan upload juga. So kita, ini adalah perspektif ataupun pandangan world view ataupun pandangan semesta untuk ethics. So kita tengok apa dia. Dalam Western philosophy kita ada Deontological, iaitu right action, duty and rights. Lepas tu kita ada Theological, being good, and then consequences. So dia kata the word deontological is derived from the Greek word deon, meaning duty, tanggungjawab. Okay, it is concerned with right of action. In other words, with doing the right thing simply because it is the right thing to do. Deontological theories focus on whether ethical decisions per se are right or wrong, regardless of the consequences or intention of the ethical decision. So, for example, it's whether it's right or wrong. Contohnya, for example, you cannot kill people for whatever reason. You cannot kill people because it's wrong. For example, boleh tak kita bunuh pembunuh? Deontological tak boleh. Even dia pembunuh, macam pembunuh kat Malaysia. Disabitkan kesalahan, kena bunuh, dia kena gantung sampai mati. Tak boleh. Dalam deontological tak boleh. Okay? Kemudian the word teleological, derived from the two Greek word, iaitu which is telos, and purpose or goal, and logos, which refer to science. Purpose of the science of purpose. Science, bahasa Melayu sains lah kan. Science purpose is tujuan. Okay. So kita dah belajar dua part ni. Okay. So we go to next. Next ni kita akan discuss lebih detail lagi. Okay. Types of deontology. Okay. Types of deontology ni dia selalunya dia kata, people kata absolutist school. Absolutist ni absolute, tak ada lagi apa, what you say, dia tak ada whatever kekurangan, kelebihan ke apa-apa ke, tak ada. Okay. So applies to everyone. Kalau deontological ni applies to everyone. For example, if you are a Hindu, you believe that it is wrong to eat beef, so everyone cannot eat beef. If you are a Muslim, you believe that it's wrong to eat pork, so everyone cannot eat pork. Tak kisahlah engkau punya agama apa. Yang tu macam tu deontology. Okay. Tapi dia ada berjenis-jenis jugalah. Kalau ini universalism. Tapi ada yang relative, it depends. Macam maybe as a Muslim I cannot eat pork, but kalau orang nak makan, makanlah. So dia cuma apply pada diri sendiri, pada orang tak apply. Relative ni ada advantage dia. Advantage dia lebih fleksibel lah. Dia tak adalah macam, oh kalau aku tak boleh makan, semua tak boleh makan. Okay. Lepas tu kita ada deontology ni boleh jadi universalist dan sekular. Religious dan sekular. Religious ni berdasarkan agama. Sekular ni dia tak berdasarkan agama, dia berpisah dengan agama. Okay. Contohnya, kalau religious, ini adalah hukum Tuhan, it applies to everyone. Morality ni berdasarkan, kalau yang sekular, morality berdasarkan hukum. Hukum ni tak semestinya daripada Tuhan. Contohnya, sebagai orang Islam, mabuk haram, isap dadah haram. Tapi orang yang kat Malaysia ni dihukum bukan berdasarkan hukuman agama haram. Dia haram sebabkan undang-undang kata you isap dadah kesalahan undang-undang. Bukan kesalahan agama. So semua orang, berapa agama, ada agama ke tak ada agama ke kat Malaysia, kalau ditangkap isap dadah akan dihantar ke pusat serenti. Sebab itu adalah kesalahan yang tak datang daripada agama, walaupun kebanyakan agama kata salah. Kemudian ini universalist. Yang relativist ni sekejap. Okay, yang relativist pula, yang relativist, God has determined a set of rule to follow. Tapi tak semestinya semua orang kena follow. So macam contoh, sebagai orang Islam, solat 5 waktu adalah wajib. Awak buat. Tapi bila orang lain tak solat, awak tak adalah macam rasa, oh dia ni jahat sebab dia tak solat. Awak macam, okay, terpulang pada dia jawab dengan Tuhan. Itu kita panggil relativis. Lepas tu kalau there are rules for behaviour, but they depends on our circumstances, culture and rules come from society, not from God. For example, kalau kita pergi kat Europe, lelaki salam perempuan adalah normal. Dan macam dia peck on cheeks kan, itu normal. Tapi kalau kat Malaysia, salam pun weird, apa lagi peck on cheeks. Silap bini orang kena makan kaki. So itu contoh dia. Okay, so we will go to the next topic lepas ni. Sekejap. Theology pula pada asalnya dia adalah sesuatu yang agak tak ada problem, sebab semua orang belajar percaya agama. So sebab dia science of purpose kan. Kenapa? Contohnya kenapa pokok ni dia macam ni? Kenapa sekarang musim fall dekat seluruh kan, dekat Eropah, kenapa daun-daun ni jatuh? Sebab lepas ni dia nak kena protect diri dia sebab winter. Tuhan dah design dia macam tu. Itu kalau theological punya. Tapi itu kalau dengan nature lah. So dia adalah asal daripada penjelasan agama lah. Kenapa macam ni, kenapa macam, sebab masa ni belum ada scientific lagi punya solution. Okay. So dia asal daripada Plato. Plato kata the purpose of things is to fulfill their potential for goodness. Semua benda ni Tuhan jadikan adalah untuk kebaikan. Contoh maksudnya semua benda terjadi tu ada hikmah dia lah. Contohnya pokok yang tadi luruhkan ni supaya dia protect diri dia, supaya nanti bila datang musim bunga, spring, dia boleh hidup balik. So tu kebaikan dia untuk protect diri dia. Macam kita sebagai manusia, Tuhan jadikan untuk jadi orang yang baik kan. Tapi ada je jadi macam syaitan, ada kan. So Emmanuel Kant pula cakap types of theology ni, Emmanuel Kant tu tak penting. So dia first dia kata natural theology, inherent purpose or end of natural entity. Aristotle classic example, oak tree is the natural purpose of acorn. Kita ambil Malaysia senang. Pokok durian adalah natural state of durian. Dia kena ada pokok durian, tak ada buah tu tiba-tiba muncul kan, tak ada. So natural state dia adalah pokok durian, ada buah tu jatuh, kita makan. Okay. So cybernetics ni cybernetics study of mechanical system with built-in goals, thermostat, self-adjusting valve or the human metabolism. Cybernetics ni macam contohnya, metabolism kita adalah untuk Tuhan jadikan kita ada metabolism adalah untuk hidup. Tak adalah metabolism tu seronok-seronok. Saja je ada metabolism, ada purpose. Okay, sebab dia science of purpose kan. So dia ada purpose. Okay, consequentialism. Macam sebut ni. Any philosophy claiming that the end justify the means as utilitarianism. Contoh, kita kena bunuh pembunuh ataupun kita kena hang rapist sebab walaupun benda tu macam yelah kita mengambil nyawa orang, tapi macam sebab kalau dia tu hidup, dia akan menyusahkan masyarakat. So walaupun tindakan kita tu maybe it's not human punya tindakan lah untuk bunuh another person, tapi terpaksa. So nampak tak? So ini kita panggil utilitarian. So utilitarian ni, lepas tu kita ada egoism. So ethical egoism claims that I morally ought to perform some action and only if and because performing that action maximize my self-interest. Contoh, kita sebenarnya nak meroyan je dekat Facebook ke apa, whatever it is kan. Tapi kita tak boleh buat macam tu sebab nanti orang lose respect kat kita. So self-interest tu adalah orang punya respect pada kita. So it maximize that. Sebab tu kita buat. Bukan sebab it's like no, I'm not like that, I'm not that person. It's just because people are watching you. Lepas tu Theology versus Deontology. Theology may properly apply on conscious being. Conscious being lah, ada moral kan. Kucing, ayam, anjing semua tak ada moral. Kucing dia boleh berak everywhere kan. Because dia tak ada moral. Okay. Okay, maafkan saya, kucing saya tengah sibuk bising. So basically is this. Theological ethics macam ni. Theological the end justify the mean. Maksudnya tadi contoh kita ambil pembunuh tadi kan. Kalau teleological, the end justify the mean. Okay, contohnya kita kena bunuh pembunuh sebab pembunuh tu akan menyusahkan semua orang, walaupun kita membunuh pembunuh tu adalah sesuatu tindakan yang salah. Yang kedua, deontological ni, walaupun dia pembunuh, kita tak boleh bunuh dia sebab membunuh tu adalah salah. Okay, so sekarang kita ada kelas aktiviti. Tolong buat kelas aktiviti tu. Dalam PowerPoint ni ada. Nanti I akan upload. Okay. So nanti kita akan sambung lagi lecture ni next week. Kita akan masuk religious ethics. Religious ethics ni concern with teaching and practices of what is right and wrong. But then according to religion. So a religion, tradition and practice is based on conception what is real and significant. So what is commanded by your God? Your God can be Allah, can be Brahman, can be Tao, can be I don't know, whatever God that you pray to or you believe in, itulah dia. Okay. So the belief that sin, vice, disillusionment, illusion may overcome by grace, meditation, practices are living in harmony. Maksudnya macam ni. Kejahatan tu boleh kenapa kita sembahyang? Kenapa kita puasa? Kenapa kita meditasi untuk certain religion lah, tak sebenarnya Islam kan? Macam kenapa kita buat ritual agama? Maksudnya kenapa pergi temple, kenapa pergi church? Supaya kita boleh overcome kejahatan dalam diri kita ni, supaya kita jadi manusia yang baik. Itu etika agama. Kenapa kita ada agama? Supaya kita jadi orang baik. Okay. Okay, lepas tu kita ada Christian ethics, 10 commandments, and then kita ada Islamic ethics. Apa itu akhlak? Akhlak ni adalah semua benda yang Allah suruh kita buat. Okay. Lepas tu kita ada Hindu ethics, duty, moral. Basically ethics ni lebih kurang sama je. Kalau religious ethics ni, dia bukan nak kata semua agama tu sama. Maksud saya adalah etika agama tu adalah lebih kurang sama. Apa yang agama tu suruh, kenapa, adalah supaya kita jadi orang baik. Itu je. Okay. Dan kita ada Confucian ethics. Semua dia sama. So basically religious ethics ni setiap satu tu dia agak berbeza lah ritual dia. Contohnya orang beragama Hindu pergi sembahyang di temple, ataupun dia ada idol, ataupun apa dia panggil tokong ke? Idol lah, tapi tak tahu bahasa Melayu dia, sebab I'm supposed to teach this in English di rumah. Macam orang Islam dia kena sembahyang 5 kali satu hari. Orang tahu mungkin dia kena, orang Buddha mungkin dia kena meditasi. Tahu cara ni, ini cara ni. Kenapa kita buat benda-benda ni? Kan? Sebab dalam agama ini adalah cara untuk mengatasi kejahatan dalam diri kita. Kita memang ada sifat kejahatan tu. Dalam Islam pun ada ayat Quran ke hadis kalau tak silap saya, hati ni berbolak-balik. Sekejap dia baik, sekejap dia jahat, sekejap dia baik, jahat. Tapi bila kita sentiasa being reminded there is God and God is watching you, then kita akan rasa macam tak naklah jadi jahat. Tapi ada je orang yang dia sembahyang, whatever it is, pergi temple, church, whatever it is, tapi still jahat juga. Aduh. Maksudnya dia tak faham kenapa dia buat benda tu. Okay. And then kita ada lagi satu issues yang dekat sini is, adakah orang yang tak ada agama tak ada moral? Adakah orang tak ada agama tak ada moral? Tak, orang yang tak ada agama ada moral. Bukan dia tak ada moral, ada. Cumanya moral dia bukanlah ditermat oleh agama. Maksudnya dia tak adalah dia tak makan pork sebab dia Muslim and adalah Islam haram. Dia tak makan lembu sebab dia adalah Buddha. Buddha pun tak makan lembu. Ataupun Hindu, dan benda tu tak boleh dimakan sebab dalam segi agama. Dia mungkin tak akan buat benda tu. Ataupun macam dia tak boleh membunuh sebab dalam semua agama kata membunuh tu tak betul. Tak juga. Dia buat benda tu sebab itu moral conscious dia. Dia sendiri rasa macam benda ni tak betul, aku tak boleh buat. Okay, so itu hari ni punya lecture ni je. Okay, so kita dah habis bab 2. So next week saya akan upload bab 3. So kita bertenang-tenang dulu. Okay, so okay, bye-bye.